we've got three tiers here. Each one, naturally, if anyone's familiar with Patreon or crowdsourcing or crowdfunding, each one builds upon the last. So you get the previous tiers benefits, and then you get a little bit extra with each one. And usually, obviously, the more you pay, the more you get with it. And so Henry and I don't do workshops right now. I'm not sure if that's something in your future sometime, long term or otherwise. But I would like to, but we don't
Hmm.
have any workshops or any of that stuff, at least right now. But we talked it over, agreed upon these things. I'm just going to list here. I've the that's per se pretty affordable and that this the person have we talked about enough about like how we're gonna do this? I think we're gonna like if you like to give up your mailing address, we're gonna have like a handwritten card from
Yeah.
either one of us or each both of us, and we're gonna mail it to you.
Hmm.
Do you want to do that once per quarter? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we
I just
talked
thought about
about
that.
quarterly, and probably the first one would be a thank you card, probably
Okay.
just centered around the thank you. And probably the next one will be kind of more personalized a little bit, just kind of like, maybe we send letters back and forth or something, or just, you know, just, just a way to
Nice way
directly
this
physically
touch.
connect with our listeners.
Definitely. And I feel like it's nice because not everyone may like to use or might not be familiar with it or just, want to use it at all. And this would be a nice way to, even though it's more of like snail mail, of course, is what we're thinking. Um, it's going to be a nice way that, like you said, communicate and at least, just write a heartfelt message saying, thanks for listening and your support. And maybe even talk about some updates in the future, like different show guests, anything of that, sort. So we may see. It's a fun little thing I wanted to try out because I know with like my art galleries and stuff, if I get people that buy stuff and they're way out of state, I like to do send them thank you cards that are like handwritten. So I just feel like it's a nice touch. So each one will be personalized, like we said, each of the listeners and the patrons.
Yeah, completely personalized. And that personal thank you card is available on the F5, which is the base level tier. So, and that'll continue across F10 and F15. So, all patrons will be getting those thank you cards.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, so that's like the first main one that crossed all three tiers. The second one is patron shout out. So this is quite simply, I believe we're just gonna either beginning, middle, end of the episode, each episode, we're gonna just like shout out, all of our patrons by name, I'm thinking. But that's another one. So
Hmm.
yeah, I guess looking forward to that at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
But yeah,
one thing to mention on F5 is we are gonna probably do just like written for F5 and some credits at the end of the podcast, um, just so we can have a little bit more. Uh, if we might end up getting a lot of F5s, so it might be hard to say. So, the F10s and F15s, they'll be named out loud. And then I think we talked about the F5s kind of being in the credits at the end.
right. Yeah. Yeah. That's our plan with that. So that'd be nice. Nice way to just kind of say thank you to everyone and all that. And then the third one is our Discord channel or Discord community. And the nice thing is this is across all three, of course, too. And this is going to be pretty much free to access. If anyone's familiar with Discord, it's like a like a what do you call it? Like a messaging video voice
It's
call app. It's
Yeah,
basically a
it's
nice way
like
to build
yeah,
communities and stuff.
messaging and voice call. It's a very well designed app. Like it has so many features, and it's kind of perfect to host a community like this. So that Discord server is completely exclusive to patrons. All patrons gets access, but kind of as you go up the tiers, you get access to more text and voice channels. Kind of as you go up those tiers, but starting from F5, you can get into the Discord server. You can see the announcements. You can chat with people, um, and it's just kind of a cool place to host everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like he says, it's like they're separate channels. We can break it down for the tiers and just also different topics, maybe. So what we're trying to do is grow this kind of like tight knit community of just our fans, a direct communication to them. Just if they have questions for us or just honestly, even just like any like photography help, like or just want to talk about funny stories and just anything. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully fostering this community with all the listeners and just seeing where it takes us. All of this is a work in progress to an extent.
Yeah, and it'll grow as more people subscribe to the Patreon. So we're excited about it. Patreon, shout out to Patreon. They make it very easy to kind of link up Discord. So as soon as you join F5, and if you kind of connect your Discord account to Patreon, when you join our server, you will have that role. So kind of automatically in your tier. And it makes it very easy for us and really cool for you guys because you can kind of have different roles as soon as you join the Discord. So you're kind of already part of the community.
Thank you so much for watching the All Outdoors Photography Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and the video version on YouTube as well.